Hi there, welcome to the I Ching Cafe. My name is Belinda Doveston. Great to have you with us. Thank you for being with me today and just spending a little bit of time thinking about what tools can we use to make the most of the week. Well, we're looking ahead to the week commencing the 2nd of March 2020, our first weekly overview for March. And of course, if you have not yet done so, go and take a look at our March overview. We're a wandering star looking for a rest, looking for the in and new adventures. So go and check out our monthly overview. And let's just quickly have a look back at our last week. We had 14 abundance with now is the time, put your energy behind it. The heavens open up, the blessings come, and this marrying maiden of drawing us forward into the change processes that we are fated to become part of, even if we don't like it, even if we go kicking and screaming. So I hope that your week maximize the opportunity to accelerate and tap into this abundance potential that was sitting there for us. This week, wow, it is quite a busy week. We start off our week with Hexagram 33, which is called Retreat. Now, this week we have 4 changing lines. And because we only have 6 lines, for me, when you have 4 changing lines, you're so far into tipping point with the change process, really driving an energy forward, that you're kind of already hitting the outcome hexagram. So our outcome for this month, and I'll come back to it to explain it, is 51 shock. And of course, we've had that quite a few times before, and you know that's about sudden shake-ups, upheavals, movement forward, unexpected things coming, not necessarily challenging, can be like successes that suddenly come up we didn't see coming. And I'll come back to that. But I want to just paint this picture that as much as we're talking about retreat and these 4 changing lines, this is a very dynamic, busy, action-packed week. It's going to require a lot of us, and we're going to feel like, whew, by the time we get to the end of the week, that was a bit hectic. Lots of change. Okay, so let's get into what this means. 33 retreat is all about recognizing, ooh, I don't yet have the energy for this. I'm a little bit underpowered for this battle. I'm going to strategically withdraw. This is not about running with your tail between your legs. This is about making a choice of, this is no longer good for me. I'm going to get out of here. So this week, you're either going to realize something that's no longer good for you that you need to get out of, or you're going to actually make the physical move. Perhaps this is literally withdrawing from a situation you've been in, or leaving a situation, or taking time out, or just giving yourself a breather space. What this week is asking us to do is to give ourselves permission to do that. Okay, take the retreat. This is going away from the battleground where we are outnumbered, outgunned. We're withdrawing up into the cave and just licking our wounds and recovering and making sure everyone is watered and fed, and then deciding what do we do next. Okay, so this is a process of realizing where you want to withdraw from something, where something is no longer good for you, and it's about rapidly getting out of it. Not messing about at all. Just get out of it, make a decision, get out. Okay. Our changing lines. And I'm going to go through them very quickly because of so much change this week that you'll find that literally every day and a half we have a changing line clicking over. So this is really like, quite a rapid flow of change for us this week. Our first changing line in the first position says we're trying to retreat, and we realize that the possibility of getting out of the situation is not yet here. Like it's almost we're premature. But what we can do now is we can do the planning for our retreat. So the week starts off with recognizing planning is required. If we want to get out of this thing, we need to make some plans, even though the possibility of actually withdrawing at this point is not yet here. Our next changing line in the third position now speaks about we really are trying to get out of it now. And we're trapped in quite a complex bundle of strings and complexities and issues. Very busy complex, all right? So when we try to withdraw from the situation, we're in a way a little bit trapped and strung up with spaghetti trying to get out of the situation. And the way we resolve that is we get helpers, we enlist friends, we enlist people to come around us to kind of unravel the string and cut the threads. So it's a process of extraction, but it's not that easy, okay? So that's when we get to the second changing line. Our next one's in the fifth position, and this changing line says Retreat brings excellence. So excellent results come from retreating, and retreating is possible. Do it. Okay. So as we start the first part of the week, this might feel a bit gnarly, a bit, I've got to get out of here, but I'm stuck. Okay. The first part of the week might feel that. Second part of the week, very different. You'll start to feel like whew, you can retire, you can let go. And it's about conceding defeat and withdrawing. Withdrawing to you might feel like I've lost face, or I'm going back on my word, or what will people think. This is a time where we don't worry about people think. We take the road that allows us to withdraw as easily as possible. And then the last changing lines and the sixth position, which says abundance comes from withdrawing. So we've had excellence comes from withdrawing, good results. Now we have in the last line amplifying this idea of withdrawing, the idea that abundance is activated because we are withdrawing. Okay, so we are going to have to make some tough decisions this week around what we say no to and what we no longer need, and getting out of there. Okay, get to the cave, do what you need to do. And then, of course, as I mentioned earlier, our outcome hexagram, or our relating, transforming flow of change throughout this week, is 51 shock. So shake-ups, upheavals. If you put these two layers together, retiring and shock and shake-ups together, we have massive opportunity to move forward, to be woken up to truth, to have a wake-up call and say, oh, it's suddenly the air is clear because the lightning has gone and the thunder has just cleared the air, and what was unclear, what was foggy, has now suddenly just become plain as sight, even though it's painful to look at. Now we can move forward, and there's this rapid movement forward that we can make. So quite a high intensive energy. Find a moment to look after yourself. You know, this might be happening very strongly in your business or in your personal life or in both, but just take time to just breathe. Find a space, find your sanctuary, even if it is the dark cupboard, even if you have to sit on top of all the shoes in the darkness, just sit there with some chamomile tea and just come back to yourself, because this is that kind of week. Remember, that's also a retreat, sitting in the back of the dark closet. Okay, well, good luck with our closet withdrawals, and may this process of strategic retreat unlock that excellence and unlock that abundance. Sometimes it's more important what we say no to what we say yes to, and this is one of those weeks. Just get out of what you no longer need. Just leave it behind. Thank you so much, and please do share your experiences as always. We'll see you on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And of course, if you've not yet done so, please subscribe and hit the bell. It'll be really great to have you part of this I Ching community as we grow and develop together. I learn more than anybody else because I've got to live the truth of these things every week. So sometimes I look at them and I go, oh, and I think this week is one of those weeks. Okay, so best wishes for that, and I'll see you again very, very soon.